In this video, I am discuss about the cytoskeleton. Suppose the cell, in this cell, the nucleus is present, and in the cytosol, the protein filaments are present. These protein filaments form the network called as the network of protein filament, and this network of protein filament which actually present in the cytosol called as the cytoskeleton. There are the three types of the cytoskeleton. First is the microfilament, the another is called as the intermediate filament, and the last is called as the microtubule. Microfilament, intermediate filament and microtubule, these are classified according to increasing diameter. So one by one, detail discuss about this cytoskeleton. The first is the microfilament. This microfilament is the thinnest element of the cytoskeleton. In this cell, the nucleus is present, and the microfilaments which are most prevalent in the edges of the cell. This microfilament composed of the proteins, and there are two proteins are involved. First is the actin and another is called as the myosin. Actin and myosin, these are the two proteins which actually involved in the formation of the microfilament. The structures of the microfilament is the diameter is very less of this microfilament, and it is the thinnest elements of the cytoskeleton. Yes, these microfilaments which actually help in the formation or extension of the cell. Yes, so these microfilaments are the extensions of the cell, and these are present in there. These microfilament present in there called as the microvilli. These microvilli are the increase the surface area, and when the surface area is increases, the absorption take place faster. These are present in small intestine. Yes. What are the functions of microfilament? The first function of microfilament, they generate the movement. And the second functions of the microfilament, they provide the mechanical support. For example, our human body, the bones and skeletons provide the mechanical support to the human body. Yes, so microfilament also provide mechanical support to the cell. Yes, so the first generate movement is the muscle contraction. Muscle contract is the movement. Yes, cell division, when the cell is divided, when the cell division take place, this is also a movement. Cell locomotion is also a movement. Suppose cut in your hand and start bleeding. In that situation, WBC cells migrate, skin cells migrate. So when the migration take place, means that cell locomotion. Yes. The second is the intermediate filament. The intermediate filament is the thicker element than the microfilament, but thinner than the microtubule. Yes, that's why this is called as intermediate filament. In the cell, the nucleus is present, and these intermediate filament are mostly present around the nucleus or around the organelles. Yes, these are mostly present in there. Yes, the intermediate filament which are made up from the very different types of protein, not single or two proteins are involved. There are so many different types of proteins which are actually composed of the intermediate filament. Yes, the structures of the intermediate filament is the diameter is greater, the diameter is increased as compared to the microfilament. Yes, and this is the structure of the intermediate filament. Yes, so what are the functions of the intermediate filament? Yes, the function, they stabilize the position of organelles and nucleus. Yes, for example, this is the cell, and in this cell the nucleus is present. Yes, so this nucleus move all where? Okay, they are moved all the places, but these intermediate filament which actually helps to stabilize and fix the position of the organelles and nucleus. Yes, they stabilize the position of nucleus and organelles. These are the function of microfilament, sorry, intermediate filament. The last is the microtubule. In this microtubule, these are the largest element of the cytoskeleton, the cell and this nucleus. Yes, these microfilaments begins when generate from the centrosome. Yes, so these are the assembly of microtubules begin and organelles called as the centrosome. Yes, so these are the microtubule and these are made up from the protein called as the tubulin. That's why called as microtubule. Yes, these are the largest cytoskeleton element and these are the long unbranched hollow tube. These are the long unbranched hollow tube. Yes, this is the microtubule. The diameter is very increased as compared to intermediate filament. Yes, so that's why this is called as the largest cytoskeleton element. Cytoskeletal element. What are the functions of the microtubule? They help determine the cell shape, the movement of the organelles such as secretory vesicles and the chromosomes during the cell divisions. So these are the functions of the microtubules.